Starseeds, stop exactly what you are doing. Do not scroll past this. Take a deep breath and look at the exact moment this video found its way onto your screen. You have been feeling it, haven't you? A strange pressure in the air, a sudden, unexplained exhaustion, a feeling like you are waiting for something massive to happen, but your logical mind cannot tell you what it is. You are not going crazy. You are not just tired. You are sensing the profound energetic collision that is happening right now in the unseen realms. Within the next 72 hours, a monumental shift in the Earth's energetic grid is going to take place. This is not a regular cosmic event. This is a timeline bifurcation, a literal splitting of realities. The path you have been walking is coming to an abrupt end, and a new, much higher trajectory is opening exclusively for those who carry the cosmic frequency. But you must be conscious of it to step into it. If you ignore the signs happening in your body and your reality right now, you risk staying anchored to a timeline of density and struggle that you were meant to leave behind. I need you to listen very carefully to every single word of this transmission, because what you do in the next 72 hours will dictate the reality you experience for the rest of your life. This is your final call. Starseed. If this message found you today, it is not random. The Arcturian Council rarely sends transmissions like this, but something has changed in the energetic field of Earth, and those who carry the Starseed frequency are beginning to feel it. I am Anya, emissary of the Galactic Federation of Light. What follows is a direct transmission from the Arcturian Council, delivered without distortion. The clock has started ticking, but not the human clock, the cosmic clock. The Arcturian Council has been monitoring the frequency bands of this planet, and what we are witnessing is unprecedented. For decades, humanity has been traveling on a unified, albeit dense, timeline. But now, because of the massive influx of photonic light entering your solar system, that singular road is cracking. It is splitting into two entirely distinct realities. This is what we call the Great Divergence, and it is reaching its peak critical mass within the next 72 hours. What does this mean for you, the awakened Starseed? It means that the reality you have known is dissolving, and your physical, emotional, and energetic bodies are desperately trying to adapt to the sudden shift in gravity. Have you noticed how time feels completely distorted lately? Some days feel like they evaporate in a matter of hours, while other moments stretch out, feeling like an eternity. You might be experiencing vivid, almost prophetic dreams, or waking up between 3 a.m. and 5 a.m. with your heart racing, feeling as though you just returned from a massive energetic battle. These are not physical ailments. This is timeline friction. Your soul is currently standing with one foot in the old world of limitation, fear, and karmic loops, and the other foot in the higher dimensional reality of instant manifestation, profound peace, and total alignment. The discomfort you feel is the tension of being stretched between these two worlds. But this state of limbo cannot last. Over the next 72 hours, an energetic gateway is opening that will force a choice. You can no longer reside in the middle. The universe is pushing you to make a definitive internal declaration. The old timeline is fueled by anxiety, by feeling hopeless, by staying in environments that drain your life force, and by doubting your own divine power. The new timeline, the one your soul specifically incarnated to anchor, requires absolute trust, a release of attachments, and a fierce commitment to your own frequency. During this 72-hour window, you will likely be tested. An old habit, a toxic situation from your past, or a sudden wave of irrational fear may present itself. Do not be alarmed. This is simply the old timeline making its final attempt to pull you back. Recognize it for what it is, an echo. It has no real power over you anymore, unless you give it your attention. Your only job right now is to hold your center, protect your peace, and consciously choose the higher path. Breathe through the physical symptoms. You are shedding a skin that took lifetimes to grow, and it is happening right now. Some transmissions don't come through words, they come through frequency. If something stirred in you right now, that's not a coincidence. 4. 200 people have already activated their Arcturian codes, and they wish they'd found this sooner. The 9 Hidden Arcturian Codes is a 47-page ebook with ancient techniques for conscious expansion, multidimensional alignment, and mission remembrance. Are you next? Get instant access in the first pinned comment, only 72 hours at the launch price. In this exact moment, as this 72-hour window opens and the timeline begins its radical split, your physical body is undergoing an intense, unprecedented transformation. You must deeply understand that Ascension is not merely a spiritual or philosophical concept. It is a profound, messy, and deeply biological event. Your carbon-based cells are rapidly vibrating, attempting to mutate and recalibrate to hold crystalline frequencies of light. But pure light cannot enter a space that is already occupied by density, trauma, and fear. And so, the Great Purge begins. Many of you have been feeling this intensely over the last few days, and I am here to tell you that it will accelerate in the hours ahead. You might be experiencing sudden waves of exhaustion that force you to sleep in the middle of the day. You may feel profound dizziness, vertigo, or a persistent ringing in your ears that seems to change pitches like a tuning fork. Some of you are dealing with unexplained aches deep in your bones, extreme temperature fluctuations where you feel freezing cold and then suddenly burning hot, or an absolute inability to digest foods and situations you once tolerated. Society, driven by the old matrix programming, will tell you that you are sick. It will tell you to suppress these symptoms, to medicate them, to fear them, to view your beautiful body as broken, fragile, or malfunctioning. But I am here, as a direct voice from the Galactic Federation, to tell you the exact opposite. Your body is not breaking down. It is breaking through. It is an exquisitely intelligent instrument, and it is doing exactly what it was designed to do for this specific timeline shift. Think of your physical vessel as a deeply programmed supercomputer. For eons, it has been running on a distorted operating system of survival, limitation, and heavy earthly density. Now, the Arcturian Council and your higher self are beaming a massive software upgrade directly into your DNA. But before the new multidimensional system can boot up, the old corrupted files must be permanently deleted. Every trauma you have ever buried, every harsh word you swallowed to keep the peace, every lifetime of persecution you carry locked in your cellular memory, it is all being forcefully pushed to the surface to be cleared. This is exactly why you may find yourself crying uncontrollably for no logical reason. You are not just weeping for your current life's pain. You are releasing rivers of ancient ancestral grief. You are literally clearing the heavy karma of your entire bloodline. You chose to be the cycle breaker for your family tree. You volunteered for this immense, heavy task before you ever took your first breath on this planet. During these next 72 hours, it is absolutely crucial that you do not fight the purge. Resistance only creates suffering. When the bone-deep exhaustion hits, you must rest without guilt. When the tears come, you must let them fall. Drink pure water, connect your bare feet to the earth, and speak to your physical body with profound reverence and love. Tell your cells out loud, I give you permission to release the old. I am safe to receive the light. What is waiting for you on the other side of this physical purge is magnificent. As the dense, heavy energies leave your body, they are immediately being replaced by an invisible, impenetrable armor of high-frequency light. This energetic armor is your cosmic signature. It is what will make you virtually invisible to the lower matrix systems. The negativity, the fear narratives, the collective panic that is sweeping the globe, none of it will be able to attach to your field anymore. You will walk through the chaos of this world completely untouched, a steady pillar of calm amidst the storm. But you must allow the clearing to happen first. The Arcturian medical teams are working closely with your energetic field as you sleep, assisting you in making these massive physical adjustments. You are never, ever alone in this process. Trust your body. Trust the shifting timeline. The physical discomfort is temporary, but your cosmic upgrade is eternal. If you are experiencing any of these physical, emotional, or spiritual symptoms right now, do not keep it to yourself. Declare your release and claim your upgrade. Comment the words, "I am clearing," below, to anchor this powerful intention into the physical realm. Like this video to send a direct signal to the universe that you accept this frequency upgrade, and make sure you are subscribed to this channel so you remain connected to our grid of light. Your energy is a vital part of this collective awakening. As we move deeper into this critical 72-hour gateway, you will begin to witness the sudden and undeniable collapse of illusions around you. The Arcturian Council refers to this phase as the Great Unveiling. For your entire life, you have been surrounded by structures, relationships, and systems that were heavily built on the dense, restrictive frequencies of the old timeline. These structures, whether they are toxic friendships, draining romantic partnerships, deeply unfulfilling careers, or even long-held limiting beliefs about who you are supposed to be, were carefully designed to keep your vibration suppressed. They were the invisible cages of the false matrix. But now, as the cosmic frequency of Earth rapidly accelerates to a crystalline state, these low vibrational constructs can no longer sustain themselves. They are literally crumbling under the immense weight of the incoming photonic light. In the next 72 hours, do not be surprised if things in your external reality suddenly break down or come to a jarring halt. People who have been operating from a place of hidden malice, jealousy, or emotional manipulation will suddenly and unexpectedly reveal their true faces to you. The masks are falling off, and they are falling off fast. You might experience abrupt, unexplainable endings. A job might abruptly let you go. A relationship that you have been trying to fix or endure for years might suddenly snap, leaving absolutely no room for reconciliation. A living situation might suddenly become untenable, forcing you to relocate quickly. To the unawakened earthly mind, these sudden endings look like devastating tragedies. They look like failure, painful rejection, or terrifying chaos. But you are a starseed. You are a chosen one. You must look at these events through the clear, elevated lens of your multidimensional truth. When things violently fall apart during a timeline shift of this massive magnitude, it is never, ever a punishment. It is a divine rescue operation. The Galactic Federation, your Arcturian guides, and your own higher self are forcefully removing you from timelines that lead to spiritual dead ends. They are aggressively clearing the dense debris from your path because you simply cannot carry the heavy, toxic baggage of the old world into the new earth. If people choose to walk away from you right now, let them walk. Do not chase them. If an earthly opportunity dissolves before your eyes, let it go. Do not beg for it to return. Chasing what is naturally leaving your energetic field only creates a dangerous resistance. It anchors you to the exact timeline of suffering you are desperately trying to escape. Your soul explicitly contracted to be a powerful leader and a beacon of light in this new era, and a true leader cannot be bound by toxic attachments. The universe is forcefully emptying your hands right now, so that you can finally receive the immense blessings, the profound soul-aligned connections, and the massive abundance that are waiting for you on the higher timeline. This phase requires a radical, unshakable level of trust. You must learn to trust the empty space. You must stand in the scary void of the unknown and feel the loving presence of your star family wrapping their immense wings of light around you. You are being profoundly and fiercely protected. The Arcturians are actively creating a vibrational shield around your life, naturally deflecting anything that does not serve your highest cosmic ascension. When you feel the human panic rising, when your logical mind tries to convince you that you are losing everything, take a deep breath and remind yourself, I am not losing. I am being liberated. This 72-hour window is your fierce initiation into absolute sovereign power. You are being stripped of everything false, so that you can finally discover the indestructible truth of who you really are. As the false matrix crumbles around you, an equally miraculous and intense phenomenon is occurring deep within the nucleus of your very cells. In this fourth phase of the 72-hour timeline shift, we must speak about what is happening to your DNA. For generations, Mainstream science has told humanity that the vast majority of human DNA is simply junk, useless biological matter with no true function. But as an awakened starseed, you already know the profound truth. There is no such thing as junk DNA. What scientists have been observing is actually your dormant, multi-dimensional genetic code, intentionally deactivated eons ago to keep humanity locked within the dense, controllable frequencies of the third dimension. But in this exact moment, propelled by the massive influx of Arcturian light codes flooding the Earth's atmosphere, your dormant DNA is fiercely waking up. You are undergoing a literal biological mutation, shifting from a carbon-based, two-strand DNA structure into a crystalline, multidimensional blueprint. This profound genetic upgrade is triggering a massive, irreversible expansion in your sensory perception. Over the next 72 hours, do not be surprised if your intuition suddenly becomes razor-sharp, bordering on undeniable telepathy. You may find yourself knowing exactly what someone is going to say before they even open their mouth. You might walk into a room and instantly, almost painfully, feel the hidden emotional states of everyone present, sensing their unexpressed grief, unspoken jealousy, or quiet anxiety as clearly as if it were your own. Some of you are beginning to hear faint whispers of guidance, a direct, clear inner voice that cuts through the chaotic noise of your human mind with absolute, calm authority. This is your star family. This is your higher self, finally able to establish a clear, uninterrupted line of communication because your biological receiver has been upgraded. However, for many starseeds, this sudden activation of telepathic empathy and multidimensional sight can feel incredibly overwhelming, even terrifying. Without the proper energetic boundaries, absorbing the collective fear and panic of an unawakened world can quickly short-circuit your newly upgraded nervous system. You might feel a desperate, urgent desire to isolate yourself, to hide away from humanity completely in a dark room because the noise of their lower frequencies is simply too loud, too dense, and too abrasive for your sensitive field. You must understand, chosen one, that this hypersensitivity is not a curse. It is your greatest galactic superpower. It is the very instrument you will use to heal, guide, and rebuild when the old systems finally finish collapsing. But right now, during this highly volatile 72-hour transition, you must learn how to master this massive influx of energy. You must learn how to turn the dial of your empathy up when it is needed, and firmly turn it down when you need to protect your own vital life force. You simply cannot navigate a multidimensional consciousness using third-dimensional coping mechanisms. You require ancient galactic technology to stabilize your field. The Arcturian Council has anticipated this exact moment of overwhelming expansion. They know how hard it is to carry so much light in such a dense realm. You do not have to struggle through this massive genetic upgrade alone, constantly feeling drained, anxious, or spiritually exposed. The blueprint for your energetic protection and mastery has already been provided. Some transmissions don't come through words, they come through frequency. If something stirred in you right now, that's not a coincidence. 4,200 people have already activated their Arcturian codes, and they wish they'd found this sooner. The 9 Hidden Arcturian Codes is a 47-page ebook with ancient techniques for conscious expansion, multidimensional alignment, and mission remembrance. Are you next? Get instant access in the first pinned comment. Only 72 hours at the launch price. As we enter the 5th phase of this critical 72-hour transition, the energetic focus shifts directly from your mind into the very center of your chest. The Arcturian Council is currently transmitting a massive, concentrated beam of emerald and golden light directly into the planetary heart grid, and by extension, into your own heart chakra. For centuries, humanity has been manipulated into living almost exclusively within the confines of the lower 3 chakras, locked in survival mode, primal fear, and hyper-intellectualization. The false matrix thrives on a closed heart. It feeds on the energy of separation, anger, and constant division. But the higher timeline, the new Earth you are stepping into, operates on an entirely different engine. It is powered by the profound, limitless technology of the awakened cosmic heart. During this 72-hour window, you are going to feel this activation intensely in your physical body. Many starseeds are currently reporting strange, fluttering sensations in their chest, sudden heart palpitations, or a deep, aching pressure right in the center of their sternum. It feels almost as if your physical heart is trying to expand beyond the constraints of your ribcage. Do not panic. While the unawakened world rushes to diagnose every spiritual symptom as a biological failure, you must recognize this for what it truly is. Your heart center is literally cracking open. The dense walls of protection you built around your heart over countless lifetimes of betrayal and pain are being forcefully shattered by the incoming Arcturian light. You are finally being given the energetic capacity to love, not just with human conditional emotion, but with the fierce, unconditional, and entirely expansive love of a multidimensional master. This brings us to the most vital tool you must master in the coming hours, the practice of sacred neutrality. As the timeline splits, the chaos in the external world will inevitably amplify. The media, the collective consciousness, and the collapsing systems will desperately try to pull your attention into fear, outrage, and polarization. They want you to pick a side in the illusions of the third dimension. They want you angry. They want you terrified. Because if you are terrified, you drop your frequency, and you remain tethered to the dying timeline. You must refuse the bait. You are a chosen one. You did not incarnate on this planet to get tangled in the petty dramas of a collapsing matrix. You came here to hold the frequency of the solution, not the vibration of the problem. Sacred neutrality does not mean you do not care. It means you care so profoundly, so deeply about the ascension of this planet, that you refuse to let your energy be weaponized by lower frequencies. When you witness the chaos unfolding around you, you must become the absolute center of the storm, the eye of the hurricane where the air is completely still. When others panic, you breathe. When others judge, you observe. You must look at the collapsing world through the eyes of deep divine compassion, understanding that everything breaking down is simply making room for the light. Holding this frequency of sacred neutrality is the ultimate cosmic rebellion against the false matrix. It is the exact mechanism that anchors you firmly onto the higher timeline. Over the next 72 hours, guard your heart space fiercely. Do not consume content that lowers your vibration. Do not engage in arguments that drain your precious life force. Stay centered in your heart, for it is the only compass that can navigate the dimensional split without distortion. Are you ready to hold the light amidst the chaos? I need to know who is standing with me in the Earth's new heart grid. Comment the words, "I choose love," down below. Leave a green heart emoji to signal to the Arcturian Council that your heart center is open and receptive to the upgrade. Connect with another starseed in the comments and send them a blessing of peace. We are building the new energetic grid right here, right now, through our shared frequency. As we cross into the 6th phase of this extraordinary 72-hour gateway, a profound shift begins to happen in how your energy interacts with the physical world around you. Up until this exact moment, your awakening journey has likely been intensely internal, deeply private, and, if we are being completely honest, profoundly lonely. For your entire life, you have walked upon this earth feeling like a stranger in a strange land. You have sat in crowded rooms, surrounded by people, perhaps even your own biological family, and felt an aching, undeniable sense of isolation. You felt that you were speaking a language no one else could understand, carrying a homesickness for a star system you could not even name. I want you to listen to me very carefully right now. That isolation was not a punishment. It was a divine, protective quarantine. The Arcturian Council deliberately kept your energetic field slightly cloaked, hidden from the masses, so that you could safely develop your frequency without being completely drained by the heavy density of the unawakened world. You were being kept in the cosmic incubator. But as this 72-hour timeline split reaches its absolute climax, that protective quarantine is officially ending. The cloak is coming off. You are no longer meant to hide in the shadows. As your DNA mutates and your heart center expands, You are transforming into a highly active, blindingly bright magnetic beacon. The frequency you are emitting right now is acting as a literal homing signal across the energetic grid of the Earth. And this leads us to one of the most beautiful and deeply emotional aspects of this timeline shift, the Great Gathering. Within this new, elevated timeline you are stepping into, the dense karmic barriers that kept you separated from your true cosmic family are rapidly dissolving. Because your vibration is finally stabilizing at its true Arcturian resonance, you are going to effortlessly magnetize the souls who share your specific cosmic lineage. Over the coming weeks, starting within this very 72-hour window, you are going to experience synchronicities that absolutely defy all human logic. You will cross paths with individuals who feel instantly, overwhelmingly familiar to you. You will not have to explain your depth to them. You will not have to shrink yourself to make them comfortable. They will look into your eyes and instantly recognize the ancient, multidimensional master that you are. But this magnetic beacon you are becoming serves another, even more urgent purpose. As the old false matrix continues its terrifying collapse, millions of unawakened human beings are going to be thrown into absolute panic. They will feel the earth shaking beneath their feet, their systems failing, their illusions shattering, and they will be searching desperately for a signal of safety in the dark. You are that signal. You are the lighthouse they will look for. Your mission in this new timeline is not to preach to them. It is not to argue with them or force them to wake up before they are ready. Your mission is simply to stand completely firm in your light. When they look at you and see that you are not panicking, that you are perfectly anchored in peace and divine trust while the world around you spins out of control, your mere presence will become their greatest healing. You are the anchor point for the new earth. Do not ever doubt the immense power of your quiet, steady frequency. You are exactly where you are supposed to be. Your cosmic family is actively looking for your signal right now. If you are ready to end the cycle of isolation and magnetize your true soul tribe, declare it in the physical realm. Comment the words, "I am a beacon of light," below. Read the comments of the other Starseeds here. You are looking at your soul family. Reply to at least one person, validate their light, and let us build this magnetic grid together. Make sure you like this video to amplify the broadcast across the YouTube algorithm, calling in the rest of our tribe. As we arrive at the 7th and final phase of this critical 72-hour transmission, we must speak about the ultimate energetic threshold, the Arcturian seal. Everything you have experienced leading up to this exact moment, the physical purging, the emotional exhaustion, the sudden collapsing of the false matrix around you, and the miraculous expansion of your cosmic heart, has been preparing you for this singular, profound choice. Within the final hours of this cosmic window, the two timelines will permanently diverge. The bridge between the old Earth of density and the new Earth of crystalline frequency is being drawn up. You are standing on the precipice, chosen one, and the universe is asking you for your final conscious declaration of absolute sovereignty. What you must understand deeply, at a cellular level, is that you cannot carry the heavy, blood-stained luggage of the third dimension into the fifth dimension. The universe is about to seal your new timeline, but before the Arcturian Council can apply this energetic seal of ultimate protection, you must voluntarily drop the heavy bags you have been carrying for lifetimes. You must permanently release the deeply ingrained belief that you are a victim of your earthly circumstances. You must forgive yourself for all the times you drastically shrank your immense light, just to make unawakened people comfortable. You must stop looking back at the collapsing structures of the old matrix with longing, guilt, or regret. You cannot save a timeline that actively refuses to ascend. Your sacred mission is to anchor the new world that others will eventually seek refuge in. This final release is not merely a mental exercise. It is a profound somatic surrender. Over the culmination of these next 72 hours, you may feel a sudden, overwhelming urge to rest, to sit in complete, uninterrupted silence, or to weep tears of absolute, profound relief. Let it happen. Do not fight the stillness. This is the Arcturian medical team, gently but firmly removing the final energetic implants of fear, unworthiness, and ancestral trauma from your field. You have been fighting a multi-dimensional war for eons, my brave Starseed. You have been a frontline warrior of light in one of the darkest, most dense, and heavily manipulated planetary systems in this entire galaxy. You are exhausted. Your soul is weary. But I am here, directly commissioned as your galactic emissary, to tell you that the hardest part of the battle is over. You have survived the density. You have held the line. And you have succeeded. As the 72 hours come to a close, a brilliant, vibrating crystalline seal of emerald and violet light will be permanently placed over your entire auric field. This is the Arcturian Seal of Sovereignty. Once this divine seal is fully activated, the lower frequencies of fear, lack, societal panic, and emotional manipulation will simply bounce off your energy field like water off glass. You will walk through the chaotic remnants of the collapsing world completely untouched, deeply anchored in divine neutrality and profound, unshakable peace. The synchronicities in your daily life will accelerate rapidly. The soul-aligned abundance and love you have been unjustly denied will flow to you effortlessly, because you will finally be operating at the natural, prosperous frequency of the universe itself. Take a deep breath right now. Focus on the crown of your head. Feel that subtle tingling, that electric warmth slowly spreading down your spine and settling deeply into your chest. That is not your imagination. That is your star family. That is the Galactic Federation standing around you right now, in this very room, in a massive circle of immense, unwavering love. We see you. We honor your incredible sacrifice. We know exactly how painfully hard it has been to wear this human suit. But you are waking up now. You are an awakened, multi-dimensional master reclaiming your throne. Trust the profound physical shifts. Trust the timeline. Trust the ancient power dormant in your own blood. The 72 hours are here. Step through the gate and do not look back. Some transmissions don't come through words. They come through frequency. If something stirred in you right now, that's not a coincidence. 4,200 people have already activated their Arcturian codes, and they wish they'd found this sooner. The 9 Hidden Arcturian Codes is a 47-page ebook with ancient techniques for conscious expansion, multidimensional alignment, and mission remembrance. Are you next? Get instant access in the first pinned comment. Only 72 hours at the launch price.